What's up, everybody? What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins coming at you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. And today, as I do every day, I'm going live creating and doing something junk journal related. So that if that is what you're into, then go ahead and subscribe. I do pretty much post a new video every single day. So subscribe. I normally go live at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but we're here a little bit late. I woke up late. I couldn't sleep last night, like, at all. I didn't go to sleep till like 5 or 6 in the morning. Or was it 8? I can't remember. Anyways, so I have all my pages cut to size. These are probably more than I actually need, but this is what we are going to be working with. Now, I have some book pages. I'm going to be kind of dividing them into sections so that way you guys can kind of see what kind of pages I'm putting in these signatures and my traces. So I have scrapbook paper here. This will technically be book paper, but I kind of want it on its own because I want one in each signature. Hi, Robin. Welcome. Then I have, real book paper. And I have these ephemera pages that look like, vintage ads and everything like that. And I actually printed these out. They are for my store. And so I'm about to put maybe about 15 pages per signature. However, right now what I want to do is get the signature sorted out, and then I want to start sewing stuff on my pages that I can't do after I sewed the signatures together. So let's see, we need a space for lined paper. Here's bags. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Felicia. We have book paper. More book paper, scrapbook paper, scrapbook paper. I call this lined paper. It's actually ledger paper that I got from Mexico, but you can find any sort of ledger paper out here as well. They do sell it at the, the office supply stores. It is a little pricey, but what are you going to do? Hi, Deline. Hello. And then I'm also going to be working, I decided to work with the bee culture printables for my store. So this journal is going to be a little bit of a bee themed. And I have a little ephemera kit that goes with this set. So that's what we're going to be using as well. I printed these out at 80%, which you can do with the PDFs that you download, and also leave a link down below on how you can resize these, because these normally print out at 8.5 by 11, but I actually shrunk them down by, I believe it was 80%, just to fit my journal. Where did it go? Here it is. Just to just to fit my journal here. As you can see on part 1, we went ahead and gutted the book, took out the spine, and reinforced the spine with some, what is this thing called? Again, these like mailer envelopes from Tyvek, which is in the form of these postage mill envelopes from the post office. And we also made the inside cover, which I don't know where it is right now. Where did it go? That's weird. I don't know where it went. But I also made the inside cover, which, oh, here it is. I didn't actually make it. Well, I did make the hexagons on live before, but, I actually cut it down to size. I set it on heat and bond and then packing paper, so then I can glue it on here to the book. I've never actually tried to just, like, glue this to the actual book, and I don't know. That seems really complicated. I don't know. So I just glue it down with glue. But we'll work on that probably tomorrow. Today I want to work on, like I said, the signature. So these are some really pretty, like, glossy photos of, like, roses and stuff. It's really pretty. So that's going to go in the signature as well. I'm going to put those down here with these because each of these gets one per signature. Hey, Patricia. Welcome. Okay, and then I have some also printed elements from my store. So So just these little like line journal cards. And I also shrunk these down to fit the size of the journal. Normally they're really big, but I like to shrink stuff down sometimes. Okay, and then more book paper, and then these are pockets. And this is lined paper right here. This is actually one of my black and white ephemera pages, but I kind of just am using it just as a page instead of cutting them out like I normally would. So I don't even know where this is going to go, but I guess we'll just put it under scrapbook paper. Okay, so this is all that's going to go into my junk journals. I have printables. So like I said, this is exactly enough for 2 signatures. So I have printables. I have also these vintage printables, just that so they look, like old advertisements and ephemera that I cannot afford to buy the legit thing. So we make little copies for ourselves. And lined paper. I'm actually using this kind of paper that you would use in grade school to practice your handwriting in. That is, you could get that at the dollar store. I'm going to use a couple sheets here of ledger paper. And then we're using book paper of different types. A lot of book paper, apparently. And I've already, like I said, folded them and cut them down to size. And here is the scrapbook paper that I picked out for this journal. And it is actually coffee dyed. So it does have a little bit of interest on the inside part of it. I'm going to add a couple pockets, one to each signature. And I'm also going to add these awesome bingo cards that I have available in my shop. They're just regular paper here. What kind of paper did you print the black and white ephemera on? Oh, this is called craft paper. It's just really, really thin craft paper. And it comes in sheets. It's slightly thinner than book paper. And so yeah, that's what I said. That's all the kind of things that I have here that I'm going to put into my signatures. I got 2 signatures to do, about 15 pages each signature. I have I'm going to be using 3 of these per signature, 3 of the little bee themed journal pages here per signature. And then I'm going to get one of each of these right here for this signature. How many do I have here? 5. We'll get 2 for here. And here I'm going to get one of each of these pages. And then as far as book paper, let's get one of those. Let's get one of those. Let's get one of those. And we'll get one of these. And this signature gets the rest of that. Scrapbook paper, there are how many? 3, 6. So let's just take 3 then. And then we have one of these each in the signature going in. And then one of the bingo cards and one of the pockets. And then that is 1 signature. And then the rest is this. And I'm going to decide right now. It might even be too many pages. We'll see. I'm not concerned about it at this moment. And I know I can do about 15 pages because that's how many my sewing machine will sew using the strategy that I do with my signature and my sewing machine. So let's get these kind of situated. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so that's a little bit much. So let's see. I'm going to take out one of the scrapbook pages. Let me take out one of the book pages. And I don't want to give up anything else, but I guess this will go. So let's count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17. Okay, I can live with 17. We're pushing it, but okay. So let me make sure that, let me see how many pages this has. Hi, Joyce. Welcome, girl. So it's probably more than that, but whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, I have too many. Okay, so let's get rid of one of these book pages. Let's get rid of that scrapbook paper. Guess I could do without this one. Okay, let me count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Decisions. I guess I will move. I don't want to move anything. That's the problem. I want everything there. Okay, so I guess I'll move this one. And I'm going to keep the rest. I don't know. Okay. So now that I have my signatures picked out, let me pick out in what order I want them to be in. So I like to have, again, a nice mix of papers. So in the middle, I think I'm going to go with this one right here. And with the middle signature, I am going to find a pencil first of all. Give me 1 second. I need a pencil. I don't want to use a pen. I want to use a pencil. Okay. So I got my little pencil here. And I'm going to draw a line down the center here. So that way I can see where I'm going to sew when it comes to that part. So I always want to do that. So this will be in the middle. And then let's go with this one right here. Oh no, let me go with something a little bit more plain so you can get the, the full effect of the flowers on the next flip. Like, wow, bam, bam. If that makes sense to anybody. Okay, so there's that one. And I do like to put like off even pages, like a little page here and then a bigger page so you can kind of see both pages. I'm into that. Let's go with a scrapbook page. Then we will go with the bingo. And then, hi Judy. We'll go with the book paper. Let's see, how far along did we go? Okay, so I like to go about 3 or 4 pages in between putting one of the printed out journal pages. So let's do this ephemera right here. Okay, we're not placing it seriously yet, but this is kind of the order that I'm going to want it to go in. Some bee-themed papers that I love. Okay, let's go with one of these flower photos that I love. So pretty. One of these ledger papers. 1, 2. Okay, so only been 2 pages. Go with this one right here. This little pocket. Oh wait, no. Let's go with this. And then the little pocket. So you can see the pages, the layer, kind of like a layering effect to an effect to a degree. Hi, Dana. That'll be there. Then this will be here, this B page. And then this ephemera page at the very end. Okay, so that's signature number 1. So let's pick out signature number 2 now. And what kind of order we're going to want these. And again, I kind of put them back into their categories. Book paper, scrap of paper, these pages, and these things. Okay, so now I did the same. I'm going to do the same thing with this signature with this beautiful paper in the middle. And this is from a botanical book encyclopedia that I found at the thrift shops. So this is going to go in the middle. And then I'm going to put this butterfly thing so you can see a little bit of the flowers there. I think that'd be pretty. Then we'll go with a scrap of page, writing page, one of my printed ephemeras. Then we'll go with a vintage looking because it's not really vintage, so I'm not going to say that. And then let's see, 1, 2. Okay, it's been enough pages till we get another one of these. About every 4 pages, I like to put a printed journal page there. Then we will go with this bingo card. And then I even want to put this popcorn bag in the same place. Might have to remove a couple more pages if I want to put this popcorn bag. I think it's a little thick. Everything in my signatures is paper. So just so you guys know, everything is paper. So I try not to get anything too thick because then my sewing machine has a couple problems with it. Maybe we'll do without the black and white ephemera. These beautiful flowers. These bees. This book paper. And then this printed ephemera at the very end. Okay. Right? Bam, bam, bam. Okay, so so now I have my 2 signatures. So now what I wanted to do was sew a couple things onto the actual signatures. So I'm going to work with one at a time. I have this really pretty paper snippet roll that I made live a while ago, and I have a lot of it. So I kind of want to use it as trim on some of the pages. So actually, let me put it on the first page just because that's going to look pretty. Oh, wait, no, I'm going to put it on the scrap of paper because it's bigger. Okay, so I'm going to use a scrap of paper. Move these off to the side. Now, I could just glue it, but I don't want to. And so what this is basically is book paper, a strip of fabric, and then a strip of lace all sewn together. And again, I did this live, oh my gosh, it must have been like over a month ago. And it just has different strips of lace running through the whole trim. So I'll just be using that. And I have my sewing machine loaded up with a hot pink thread. All these here have magenta thread, so I thought I'd do something a little different so you can kind of see that it was done afterwards. That's right, I want to show that. Let me get you guys a little bit more in depth over here and a little bit more in my face. So 1 second. Okay, here we go. So now we're in my sewing machine. And I'm just going to lay this here. And I'm just going to, what am I going to do? Let's do, I don't want to do anything too crazy actually, because this is paper and this is also paper. Normally I would do some really pretty stitches, but that's if I'm doing cardstock on cardstock. Right now I'm not, so I don't want to shred my paper. I do not want to shred my paper. So let me just do this really kind of cool stitch, number 31. I'm going to use it on the biggest, longest setting, and we'll see how I like that. It's just kind of this stitch that goes straight and then kind of does these little lines to each side. And it just looks really cute. So one second. And I'm just going to sew along the trim here of the fabric that's on this paper snippet roll, whatever I called it. So that adds a little bit of an element, you know, a little bit junky element that I'm into, that we're all into, I should say. Okay, so let me cut this off over here. And let me get another piece of trim for this paper. I want to start at the other end, but I don't want to mess that up either, so that's fine. I'll just use the same kind. Eventually, we'll get to a different fabric. But here we have a little bit of a transition of trim of a lace, so that looks pretty. And I do make this, and I am cutting this a little bit wider than it needs to be, just in case I don't measure correctly if I'm trying to measure exact. Okay. Again, let's do that fun stitch. Hello, Jane. Okay, so now I'm going to cut off the little excess. Okay. So now this page is ready to go back into the signature. Now we are working our way, and I'm going to add some trim, I think, every third page, because that's kind of where it's a bigger page. So let's just do that every third page. And sometimes I move stuff around, whatever. It's not permanent yet. So let's add some more of that trim. Actually, on this one, let me add this fabric trim. This is actually fabric and lace. So it's kind of the same idea as this snippet row right here, which it's just minus the paper. You know what I mean? Basically minus the paper. So let me switch it up for the next one. And I'm going to use this snippet row instead. It's like handmade trim lace thing that I made here, which I'm so happy I'm getting to use. Sometimes I make a lot of stuff and I just worry that I'm not going to use it, and then I do, and it feels good. It feels really good. Okay, so let's get this lace on here. And I am not pulling because that would stretch out my trim. let's cut off the excess here. Again, I do cut it. I do leave it a little bit longer than normal. Okay, so there we go. So now we have it on that side. Let's get the trim on this side. And it is going to switch over fabric. So now it's a different fabric and different lace. And that's fun. Again, I did this in magenta thread. So there is going to be a little bit of color difference, which I meant to do. Oh, my thread came out, of course. Hang on 1 second. One second. Oh my goodness. This would happen to me. Okay. There we go. We're back. Sorry. Hello, Deb. Thank you. I love it too. It's a little different, you know. It looks like a whole fiesta, so I love it. Oops. A little bit of higher. Okay. Oh my goodness. And I went live and I totally forgot to write down all the comments from yesterday. Like I have been very responsibly doing every video. So maybe I'll just have 2 winners tomorrow. Okay. Okay, so if you guys don't know, I am giving away some awesome pins. Got these cool kids, craft with, live with Tsunami Rose pins that I was given to give away. So if you want to win one of these awesome cool pins, leave me a little comment after the video is done being live, and I'm going to pick a winner tomorrow. I'm actually going to pick 2 winners because I didn't write down the comments from yesterday's. I apologize. I will pick a winner for that tomorrow as well. So come back after the video is done being live and leave me a comment saying whatever you want. Okay, so here's this page done. Let's keep working through it. I go step by step, so I don't go page by page. I like to kind of do the same thing over and over so I don't forget. Okay, so I'm going to switch these 2 because I'd rather put the trim on this book paper than this right here. So let me switch that with this. Perfect. And now I can add the trim to this book paper. And so let's measure this out here. Debbie, you're here. You're already in, girl. If you're here, you're a cool kid. Because if you don't, you gotta go. I'm sorry. So if you're here, if you're still here, you're pretty cool. Okay, so here's this one right here. This one has an awesome lace change right there. And I'll link the video to where I made this lace and the book paper. And I was supposed to alternate between book paper, and I did not. Okay, 1 second. I can fix this. Forget that lace. We're gonna do this. Oh, I totally forgot. Oh my god. You see the dangers of live video. You catch me slipping. Okay, so let's cut this right here. Okay, 1 second. What? Drop some trim on here. Just okay. Okay, we're gonna fix this. I'm just gonna switch this out with another one. It's okay. It's okay. We'll work with it. We'll work through it. Okay, so this, let's go ahead and sew this on. I've been doing it all upside down. Like all of this is upside down, which is fine. Oh, this, yeah, it's upside down. It's fine. I'm not tripping. Okay, so this will be over here. I'm trying to like line it up with the page. It's a little hard to see. Okay. Okay, we're good, and we're good on camera. Okay, we're good. Here we go. Okay. Hey, all sewn up. Just gotta cut off this paper here. Thanks for stopping by, girl. Okay. So now let's do the other side. And that looks so pretty. I love that with the fabric, the book paper. You can even tuck something into this if you wanted to. I'm not going to worry about it. I am not even going to worry. And this journal is actually already up for sale. So if you wanted to snag it for yourself, go ahead. It's up in my shop. It's pre-sale. I have a bunch of pre-sales for the journals that I'm going to be making in the next couple weeks. So again, you can go ahead and pre-order those now if you wanted to, before anybody else does. Okay, so here we go. Actually, let me start up a little bit up higher so that I can cut some off. Thank you, Aristi. Okay, so we got a hodgepodge here of stitches, but I'm kind of into it. I kind of like it. And right now, I'm just cutting off the edges here. Everything is good meat. It's slightly muggy outside. But hey, it cooled down the whole place. It's really, and by cool down, I mean it's, I don't know, like 100 degrees. I'm going to put on my sweater, girl. It's cold, okay? Instead of 111, like, and 15, like it's been. Okay, so I messed up here. And this one right here. Oh, wait, no, we were good. Gosh darn it. No. Yes, I did good. Okay, I did not mess up. Haha, in your face. I did mess up. I was right. Ooh. I panicked. Okay, see, we got the lace trim here with paper. And we got the lace trim here with just lace and fabric. And then we're back here with the paper and lace combo. So now we're moving on. Whew. You thought you got me, you guys. You thought you got me, but you didn't. I'll never back down. I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's move this page to over here. So that way it's 1, 2, 3, and then I can add the trim to this one. Then that'll be it for trim on this signature anyways. Okay, so that goes in there and that goes here. Okay, so we need trim on this one, and we need the fabric trim. Yes, we need the fabric trim. So I had already cut those up. It's hot here with humidity. Yeah, you had an earthquake today? What? In Greece? So you felt it? I can't, girl. Oh my god. I'm a little traumatized from the earthquake that happened on my birthday still. That was not cool. Not cool, Earth. Still traumatized. Just as I was trying to relax. Well, it happened 4th of July. I was at home. I was chilling. And then, like I said, it happened on my birthday while I was getting a massage. And that was just like the opposite of what you want when you're getting a massage. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong? The center was my tan. It was 5.3. Ooh, that's a good shake. That's a nice minute, maybe 30-second long shake. Yeah, that's a good one. And if you're right there in the middle of it, that's a really good shake. Okay, we're adding the trim to the next one. I hope everything in your house is okay. Hello, Kat. How are you, girl? Okay, so let's get this piece of trim on here. All right. I already put it in the wrong spot. Gosh darn it. Okay. The lace is supposed to be sticking out of the page. Right. Okay, right there. This will go right here. Here we go. Okay. So this page looked really fun. This trim looked really fun with this like yellowish paper. It really stands out really nicely and I love it. Okay, so now that is done. Now we're done with the trim on this one. I'm not even going to worry about the next signature. I just want to worry about one signature today. Maybe we'll get to two. I don't know. We'll see. I do have to get to the pharmacy. So we'll see how much I can get done. Okay. So now I want to add some pages as like tucks, right? So I have, oops, I didn't mean to slam into that. Sorry. I am going to get out my little scrap paper here. My little scrap bin. Second, I gotta move stuff over to make it fit on my table. Okay. That's how you know things are bad. Okay. So I have my little scrap bin here of paper. And I want to add some as like tucks, like this kind of distress paper here. It'd be kind of cool tucks somewhere. So let's see what we can do with this. I am going to add a little tuck to this page right here. I'm going to add it on this side right here. And I think I'm just going to use a zigzag stitch just to keep it easy. And I'm just going to sew along the edge here. So it just sews along the edge exactly. Just regular zigzag stitch. I'm going to make it a little bit longer than normal. Just because it is paper. It is cardstock, still paper also. And I put my paper on the wrong spot, but next time it'll be along the edge. So that has a nice little tuck spot there, just kind of made. And then we want to add this other half somewhere else. Maybe right here to the inside of this page. Yeah, we'll put it where the flowers are, so it has a little bit of interest. Just a little bit of interest. That's where it's supposed to be. Oh my goodness. You'll see the difference right now. And I just backstitched out of habit. You guys know I don't normally backstitch. Oh my goodness. So that's my other tuck spot. So here's the difference between getting it close to the edge where it was supposed to be and this other part. This other part right here where it wasn't close to the edge, and so it didn't sew right on the edge. It happens. Okay, so let me get this paper back where it was supposed to be. Like, I know where that is. I'm trying to figure it out with math over here. I think this is it right here where it goes. Okay. Okay, so now that we got a couple tuck spots, let me do maybe some paper that like folds out would be kind of cute. So let me look for some scraps here that would look kind of cute folded out. Hang on. I'm looking. Okay, here's this paper right here. I think I Kool-Aid dyed this, or I don't know if it was alcohol. I can't remember what it was. So let's just fold it in half. And what we're going to do is what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I could glue it down so that way it folds out. Yeah, let me glue that down. Because I don't want it all to fold out. So let me get my little glue. It's just a regular size bottle of glue. I don't know why I say little glue. Okay, not that bottle. Where's my bottle of glue? Oh, here it is. Here it is. My little bottle of glue here. Hey, Keisha. How you been, lady? Trying to get this glue off my glue, if that makes any sense. Okay. So I will be sewing on this, just the edge, though. Just the very edge over there. So I do want to make sure I get glue on the rest of it. It's going to be this way right here. Okay, and I'm going to add a zigzag stitch over here to the side of it. So it looks like it was stitched on slightly. Same zigzag there. There we go. That looks good. I know. Today actually wasn't live at the time I normally go live at. I'm like 6 hours late. 5 hours late, whatever it is. Okay, so that's the middle signature right there. So let's do that to another page. But what page? Let's do it to this page right here. Or, no, let's do it to this one. Okay. So this page right here. I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to find a piece of paper, not cardstock, but just a piece of paper. I'm going to use this one right here. And I actually found my little scoreboard, which I actually love to use to make straight edges. When I cut things, it just makes this really pretty, controlled edge, which I'm into. So we're going to use this piece right here. And again, I'm going to glue it on one side. Without getting close to the edge. down. I'm actually going to go in later and sew that in because it's still wet with glue. Okay, so that's it for this signature, I think, for the things that I'm going to want to sew in. Now I'm going to work on the next signature. Just a couple tuck spots that I wanted to include, and then some of these little like fold out pages here like that I wanted to include. And then sewing on the trim also. So let's go on to the next signature and do it all again. I am on Pacific Standard Time. Keisha, Pacific Standard Time. Okay. So let's go on with the trim part. So we're going to start it, I guess, on this book page here. Why not? So let's put it on this book page. I like to set my signature on top of whatever signatures are behind it, or whatever pages are behind it, I should say. And let's get this measured up. Again, I'll cut it bigger than I need, and then at the end I'll cut it. It's a little bit difficult with this one because one of the trims is like thinner than the other, or see-through, and I can't see through the other one. So I hope that's even. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see when I'm done. Oh, I was supposed to use my pretty stitch. Gosh darn it, I'm using zigzag. I forgot to change it. Okay, this one will be zigzag. But let me fix it. So the next one is the correct stitch, which is number 31 on my machine. And I have the Brothers Project Runway Limited Edition CE1125 PRW, in case you guys are wondering. Are we buffering here? Are we here? Are we good? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, so let's put this one over here. This is fun because it's kind of different trims on the same side. Kind of not. Are we good? Are we good, everybody? Are we good? Okay, so I'm using the right stitch. Finally, I'm using the correct stitch now. Except I didn't change the settings. What's wrong with me? Okay, now we are. Now officially we're using the right stitch. All right. Just took me a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, so we got that trimmed down for this page. The next trim is going to be, I'm alternating, like I said, between this trim that I made with book paper, a piece of fabric, which is bed sheets, and then lace. Then I made this other roll in a different video, which is fabric and lace. I'm trying, girl, I'm trying. I don't know why they, Keisha, I don't know why they censored you. That's weird. Okay, so the next page we're going to do this on, and I'm kind of like skipping every third page to see where I'm going to put the trim at. So here's 1, 2, 3. So the third page is going to get, we need to go 3 pages. So let me put this popcorn bag in front. And bam, we're officially at 3 pages. Let's put the trim on this paper. Because you spoke the truth, Keisha. They're trying to hold you down, girl. They're trying to keep us down from speaking the truth out here. Okay, I understand that. I understand that struggle. Okay, so this one's got some polka dots, which is cute. So let's cut that there. She's looking real cute. Okay, so let's get this sewed up here. And my needle came out again. Okay, cool. Not my needle, my thread. My thread. Have I learned to use the automatic threader? No. Nobody asked, but no, I have not. I'm terrible. It's like every time I think about it, I like already get the thread in there and I'm like, oh right, okay, back to work. I know. But then when I struggle, I'm like, oh, I should learn how to use it. Okay, one second. I gotta get closer. Okay, there it is. See, I know what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. We're back. We're back. So this is going to go over here. We still got a good stitch on that I need to use. Here we go. So that looks gorgeous. You get a little bit of the polka dot, not a lot, but just a little peek. Looks good up there. So let's do the next one. This trim looks so good with the polka dots and the magenta thread. It's a good combo. If I may say so myself, it is a good combo. Got my thread off. Okay. And I'm trying to have the lace stick out from the page, so that's my orientation. That's my goal here. That's my objective. Hey, Dakota. Daisy, can you only use the bobbins that come with the machine? You don't have to just use the bobbins that come with the machine, but you need to buy the same bobbins as what comes with your machine. So in my case, I'm lucky enough that the bobbins that are for my machine are over at Walmart. They're just brothers. I think they're called Baby Lock. You just have to make sure that you get the same kind as your machine, but you don't have to, just use your originals, because I literally have like 50 bobbins. Okay, so that's on there. So let's go to the next trim that we're going to add, and that's going to go back to the paper trim. And let's go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to skip it, and we're going to add it to over here. I'm going to say that other page didn't count. I have the authority. Okay. So this is going to go here. I didn't get different thread yet. I did use very, very long strips of fabric to make these, so that's why they're all kind of the same trim over and over. But that's okay. It's got to get used anyways. So let's get this here. How's Kitty? Kitty's good. He had a good morning. I posted a picture of him on the Cool Kids Facebook group. He enjoyed the fresh weather this morning. I opened the door, or my husband thought about opening the door for him, so he did. And he was having fun looking out the window, looking out the door for at least like 2 hours, I would say, for a good 2 hours. He got to look out the door, and he was very happy. He loves when you open the door, and I have like a screen on there, and it's like you basically turned on television for him, like, honestly. Okay. There was this, I don't know what this was, but it was in my shirt. I don't know what snack that was from. I don't know what I was saving that for, but okay. This goes over here. Good night, Teresa. Teresa's out. Okay. Oh, I put that on the wrong side, so now we're going to have to use it on this side. Okay. Well, change of plans. Change of plans. All right, we're just going to go with the flow. It's not a mistake. It's just a sudden change of plans. That's right. Just suddenly change your mind without even knowing it. There we go. We got strings everywhere. Okay, so that goes there. Now on this page. Now with more grunginess. Okay, so one. Oh, I don't want to put it upside down. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put the trim on this one, actually. Unless I move this B. Okay, I'm going to move this B to be out here. And then this one will be in here. So that I can put the trim on this scrap of paper. Okay. That's the plan. Okay, so now I did the paper trim. So now we're back to the fabric trim here. Thank you, Patricia. Too kind, too kind. If you guys are enjoying this little video, give me a number 10. Hit the number 10 if you guys are enjoying this video. Let me know. Give me a number 10 if you like this trim. Let me know. What do you guys think? Is it a 10? I think it's a 10. I'll give it a 10. I give myself 10, yeah. I junk journal with me, you know what I mean? I junk journal with that trim. Dakota says 10. Jane says 20. Oh, girl, I'm off the chain. I'm off the charts. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for indulging me. It's just for fun, you guys. It's just for fun. But Jane, I'm gonna have to frame that. I'm gonna have to frame that 20, girl. That was a good one. Just gives me the energy to go on. That looks so cute with the polka dots. I wasn't sure how I was gonna look, but I actually really love the look of this with the polka dots. I love it. You guys are too funny. Would you craft with me? I'd craft with me. Okay, let's do this over here. I craft me real hard. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Okay. So we're done with the trim on this signature. So let's do the little tucks and the little like pop-ups that I was gonna do. And then that is it for today. And we can come back tomorrow and I'm gonna get it all sewn in. Yeah, it puts the lace on its edges. Okay. So now tuck spots that I'm gonna do this other piece of paper that I didn't do on the first one. And I'm actually going to make it a double tuck spot crazy. So let's see where that's gonna go. Everything on this is kind of like upside down or whatever, but that's okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sew this on here, but kind of, it's double-sided. And I'm going to sew along here to make it a tuck spot onto both sides. So isn't that fun? Hi, Karen. Why do you sew the trim rather than glue? For the look and just because I don't want to wait around for it to dry. Honestly. If you want to know the truth, that's the tea. I don't want to wait for it to dry, girl. And I like the look of sewing, but you can totally do the same. I always tell you guys, you could do the same thing with glue. I'm just extra, you guys. I'm just super extra. I'm just extra. Because you know what? Thread is cheaper than glue. I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. Not really. I think they cost about the same. Okay, so there's that double tuck spot, which I'm actually loving now. Let's do another one like that, and let's do that. All the pages here are upside down. That's fine. I'll fix it later. Let's do... Maybe we could do a double tuck spot on this page here, like in the back. Let me show you what I mean. Let me get another piece of paper. Let's get another piece of paper. But just regular paper. Oh, but this is cute. This like polka dot. Oh, but it has something inside of it. No, let's just wait on that one. Hang on, I'm looking for the perfect piece of paper. If one exists, I will find it right now. I'm just looking for my little stash. 1 second. Okay, this is cute. This is real cute right here. Okay, so I got this scrap piece of paper. And I am going to get like this piece right here. And then this is going to be my tuck spot on top. Fold that in half. And I'll probably end up decorating this. But I'm going to put it right here. And that way you can tuck stuff under here. Yeah, I'm just totally into my sewing machine. Ever since I got it, I'm telling you. It's like hard for me to find projects where I don't want to use my sewing machine. Sometimes on Fridays, but like once a week, I'll sit down and just collage something, and I won't use my sewing machine. That's once in a blue moon, though. Okay, so this page is going to have this tuck spot up here, and I'll probably put some decoration or something there. Oh, you know what I did want to do? Oh, I forgot. I wanted to do a belly band. I've actually never done a belly band. So let me try to do one right now with some of this pretty trim that I have in front of me. This is pretty thin. I'm just going to use this fabric here. And we're going to make a little belly band. So We're going to sew this part up here and then down here as well. Just a little piece of the fabric. So let's get that sewed on here. It does kind of goes against everything I learned about sewing, but it does feel good. Is it crazy? Oh yeah, when I told my mom that I wanted her to sew paper, she's like, "What?" She's like, "I don't even know what to tell you." She's like, "I don't even have any tips for you." She's like, "Let me just show you how to like thread it." I'm like, "Okay," and then I took it from there. Sewing right there along the edge. And I do want to make sure that it is somewhat tight, not loose, you know what I mean, not stitched loosely, so that it has a little bit of tension, I guess, to hold on to things. But of course, you don't want it to fold, so there's that whole dilemma. Oh, I just pulled a string out, of course. 1 second. We're almost done for the day. So again, don't forget to come back and leave me a little comment on the video when it's done being live. I'm going to do the giveaway for yesterday's pin tomorrow because I totally spaced it on printing out the names. I'm sorry. I always do, and I don't know, I totally spaced it today. I've been a little bit of an airhead. Okay, so let's do this part over here. And I don't want it to fold. So if it is kind of bending, I do have to loosen it up a little bit. Just nice tight up against here. That should be our little belly band. This little trim that I made is now a little belly band. And I do have different kinds of trim. It's just the other ones are kind of a little heavy. And this one's a little bit lighter. Let me see, is this even going to hold anything? Oh, snaps. Look, it does hold it. I was afraid it wasn't going to hold it. Ooh, it's holding it. That's great. Okay, so I feel accomplished. That's the first time, like I said, I've ever done a belly band. It's gotta do it. That's fun. Okay, so belly band done. Let's do one of the pages where I actually like stick it on there and then it folds out. Let's do one of those. Do one of those on this page right here. Just sewing stuff on here. Just random little scraps of paper that I have. Oh, here's this paper. It's kind of cute, actually. Where's my board? I put it. Okay. I always put this board somewhere random, and then I'm like, where is it? Scrap paper here, folded in half. Actually, could have used this whole thing. It might be a little bit bigger. It's not any bigger, but okay, whatever. I am just going to sew this little piece of paper on here so that it kind of like pulls out like that. So that's kind of what I'm going to do on this page. I don't know if maybe this, we'll see if this glue stick will hold it. If not, we'll come back and glue it later. It's just that this paper right here is pretty light. It's not even as heavy as printer paper. So I don't want it to warp. So I'm going to use a little bit of, and actually the other glue doesn't work, but this is just a little bit easier for now. Like that. And I'm actually going to sew it here. And I'm going to just use regular zigzag stitch, which is what it's on. Okay. Hi, Alice. Welcome, Chica. Welcome, welcome. Just so that it looks kind of stitched. Wasn't really stitched on there, but just so it gives it a little look. Sometimes it's just for the look, you guys. Just for the looks. So that'll go like that. Let's see what else. The signature is pretty embellished. So I think I'm going to leave it at that, you guys. Okay, so we got our signatures. I got them all sewn up with what I wanted. Little belly bands, little tucks. I forgot to do tucks on here. Actually, no, I did do some tucks. Okay, got some tucks in there, some belly bands. We got the trim on here. So now the next video, which is tomorrow, is me actually sewing them into the cover. Which I can't locate right now. Okay, here it is. Oh, my life. Okay, so I'm going to actually sew the signatures onto this inside cover, and then we're going to glue that cover to the book. So that is going to be tomorrow's video. So do join me. Do you have a standard number of pages in a signature? Yes, I normally do about 15 to top 17, 18 pages per signature. I actually sew my signatures in with my sewing machine, and I've like tested the number out, and that seems to be the perfect amount, about 15 to 17 pages for the technique that I use in sewing in my signatures with my sewing machine. So come back tomorrow, and we can sew this in here, and you guys can see how I do that for part 3 of how to make a junk journal out of a book. So thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me today. Thank you to the cool kids, Jane, to Dana, to Karen, Keisha, to let's see, Vicky, to Dorinda, Deb, Alice was here hanging out. And so was, let's see, who else was here? Who else have I not said? Of course, to Patricia for your help, of course, and to Dakota for hanging out with us again. Thank you guys, everybody, for hanging out. Don't forget to come back after the video is done being live. Leave me a little comment, and I'm going to pick out yesterday's video winner, button winner, and today's button winner tomorrow. So you have to come back and find out if you're the winner. Let me know. Leave me a little comment. You guys have a good night, and thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bye.